Om Namo Narayanaya. Today we are continuing the chapter called Examination of the State of a Woman's Mind. When a woman gives a man an opportunity and makes her own love manifest to him, he should proceed to enjoy her. And the signs of a woman manifesting her love are these. She calls out to a man without being addressed by him in the first instance. She shows herself to him in secret places. She speaks to him tremblingly and inarticulately. She has fingers of her hand and the toes of her feet moistened with perspiration and her face blooming with delight. She occupies herself with shampooing his body and pressing his head. When shampooing him, she works with one hand only, and with the other hand she touches and embraces parts of his body. She remains with both hands placed on his body, motionless, as if she had been surprised by something or was overcome by fatigue. She sometimes bends down her face upon his thighs, and when asked to shampoo them, does not manifest any unwillingness to do so. She places one of her hands quite motionless on his body, and even though the man should press it between two members of his body, she does not remove it for a long time. Lastly, when she has resisted all the efforts of the man to gain her over, she returns to him the next day to shampoo his body as before. When a woman neither gives encouragement to a man nor avoids him, but hides herself and remains in some lonely place, she must be got at by means of the female servant who may be near her. If, when called by the man, she acts in the same way, then she should be gained over by means of a skillful go-between. But if she will have nothing to say to the man, he should consider well about her before he begins any attempt to gain her over. Thus ends the examination of the state of a woman's mind. A man should first get himself introduced to the woman, then carry on a conversation with her. He should give her hints of his love for her, and if he finds from her replies that she receives these hints favorably, he should then set to work to gain her over without any fear. A woman who shows her love by outward signs to a man at his first interview should be gained over very easily. In the same way, a lascivious woman who, when addressed in loving words, replies openly in words expressive of her love, should be considered to have been gained over at that very moment. With regard to all women, whether they be wise, simple, or confiding, this rule is laid down that those who make an open manifestation of their love are easily gained over. Thus ends this chapter. So I'm thinking there is a whole world of mutual shampooing that has been lost in modern society. Showering together, to me, just doesn't feel quite the same thing as this shampooing we just discussed. I've mentioned this before because it's something I just have no idea what they're really talking about or how it works. When I first started reading this, I thought it was just sort of all men were shampooing each other together, or all servants, or all women. But it's this I don't know. I guess it's the early form of showering together, except without a shower, and I don't know, it's if anyone has any history on what this act of shampooing was, or maybe the act of bathing at the time that the Kama Sutra was written, I think that would be really, really interesting. So put that in the comments down below, along with anything else, and I absolutely thank you for hanging out with me as we work our way to the end of this interesting book. for lack of any other comment. So, start a new chapter in the next video, and it's actually about a go-between. So we're going to really discuss that role that's been mentioned a lot. Thanks for watching. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare.